What's the number one challenge for businesses today?
Workforce development, attracting, recruiting, and retaining people.
And that's why we created this podcast, designed for the frustrated CEO, the under-resourced recruiter, or the overworked manager, to give you the tools to tackle those WTF moments.
It's time to open another workforce therapy file.
So picking back up again here at the Kentucky SHRM Conference, and I am so excited to have a special guest, Daro Mott.
Thank you so much, Jamie. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Likewise, friend, likewise. So
Absolutely.
You're here to speak at the SHRM Conference.
Yes, I am. Very blessed to do so.
Yeah, tell me about your topic.
Cool. So Angela, Bailey, and I will do a talk around demystifying project management for the HR professional.
Demystifying,
Yeah.
That's a fantastic verb.
Absolutely.
Tell me how you chose it.
Well, I've realized that many HR professionals get thrown into the fire when it comes to projects that go on within their space.
Absolutely.
And having recognized that, this is the second year in a row that I'm doing a similar topic on demystifying project management. I decided to just share processes, framework in plain English with all of my HR family members.
So I'm curious. So this isn't the first time you've done this.
Nope.
So if you were to look back at when you did this last year, what kind of feedback have you received since? Do you have people that reach out to you and they're like, here's this crazy project?
Yes. I've gotten great feedback. I've helped a few folks. I've created a bigger network, and that's why I decided to apply as a speaker again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't ask us HR folks to get our PMP. So what are the tools that you recommend for HR folks to get good at when it comes to managing these projects?
That's a fantastic question. Well, first and foremost, I think about a process for getting things done. And you can design your process any way you want. I recommend what's the plan, what are you doing, and then how do you check and act upon that plan. Within that framework, you can have a variety of tools, such as a project charter, a communication plan, a RACI, maybe a simple requirements prioritization template. I like the Moscow prioritization method. What are your must-haves versus your could-haves or should-haves or will-not-haves?
Yeah.
Just very simple tools. I think they get the job done.
All right, but here's the thing. You use some terms that maybe not everybody that listens to our podcast would know.
That is
so
correct.
RACI is a new one.
Right.
I know the R stands for responsible, and A
Right.
stands for accountable. Walk
Yep.
us through the rest of it.
Cool. So the C sometimes stands for contributing, right?
Yep.
And the I stands for informed. Sometimes the C stands for consulted. So I consult with you to get this task done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a cool way of making sure you have all the right players and stakeholders considered and included.
Absolutely.
Right?
We want inclusive leadership.
All right, then I heard something about Russian. Was it Moscow that you said?
Yes.
All right, I don't know anything about the Moscow.
Right. So basically,
No.
if you want something done, the first question is, what are your must-haves? And that's where the M comes in,
Oh,
right?
okay. It's
what are
another acronym.
It's another acronym.
Fantastic.
But the way that I start is, if we want to do something, what must be done versus what are nice to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is stuff that people are doing. They just don't necessarily can't recount
Exactly.
to have these tools. And that means sometimes they're spending more time on it than they should have to.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to software configuration.
Absolutely. So how do you engage with folks outside of conferences? Because I know you got a full-time job, plus.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, great question. So LinkedIn, I'm available. I love to grab lunch. I like to take phone calls, join different sessions that I facilitate.
Yeah.
I teach quite a bit. I'm always accessible. My phone's always available, and so is my email's always on.
That's right. And so for those listening who have big projects and you're trying to figure out how to unpack it, how to plan it, how to create a plan, know a plan, nail the plan,
Absolutely.
right? Then Daro's
Absolutely.
an excellent resource for that. And he also can be paid, I believe, in jarritos and tacos.
Jarritos
That's
de
right.
piña.
Absolutely, the piña. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you,
We are
Jamie.
going to cut it short because Daro's got to get to his talk.
Oh,
But thank you for taking a moment to come speak to us.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for listening to the Workforce Therapy Files. We hope you learned something new, and we're thankful for the time that you spent with us today. If there's a topic you'd like us to discuss, reach out to us. Our contact information's listed in the show notes. Until next time, keep your head up.